part 2 of the series prologue chapter, so let's go. Crystals burned uncut. The shocker proceeds to fill the case as the henchman goes to for another tube. He hears the music. This will be the day, son, from the girl's direction, and unleashes his sword. Alright, kid, put your hands in where I can see them. Hey, I see hands in the air. You got a death wish or something? He goes over. He goes over to her and turns her around. The hood dropping to reveal a surprise Ruby Rose. Wearing headphones, he motions for her to lower them. Yes? I said put your hands in the air, now! Are you robbing me? Yes. Oh! Roman is waiting for his men to finish the heist when a hi-ya, and hi-ya are heard, and the threatening henchman flies past him. Roman calmly motions for another to handle Rwby. The masked male shocked his head, and that he knew it was the henchman's funeral that he tried to go up against his little sister Ruby Rose. Freeze! Cue to outside the shop, where the henchman and Rwby crash through the window. The other men look outside as Rwby gets up and unleashes Crescent Rose into its life form. Roman scowls, but Rwby smiles back at them. He works hurling the weapon around and striking it into the ground and turning off her headphones. The masked male got ready to jump down and put his own gun in his supply bag with all his weapons and pulled out his cane knife, and when he watched what they would be doing. Okay, get her. The henchman helps out of the shop and run at Rwby. The masked male jumped down and pulled out his cane knife and started fighting. Rwby also fighting with the masked male, and they were a good team, and that they could be partners with each other. Rwby was getting the rest, and the masked man was getting the close ones that were trying to hurt Rwby. That Roman was in a daze, seeing this male fighting with the little girl, and to see how they could do it in a master and student way. His moves made Roman go hard, seeing this male fight and how sexy that his outfit fit his whole body. The last henchman had fell at the feet of Roman and marked the fight was over, and it only left Roman and that the two heroes stood together in a pose, and they acted like they were siblings to each other. Roman got out of his trance and looked at them and shook his head to get out all the bad thoughts in his head of the masked male. You were worth every cent, truly you were. Well read and masked, hearty. I think we can all say that it's been an eventful evening. And as much as I'd love to stick around, raises his cane and opens the bottom to reveal a rifle with a cross grid. I'm afraid this is where we part ways. Roman unleashes a red blast at Rwby, who fires at the ground and leaps over it. Rwby flipped, and the mouse man took the hit and stood his ground and got up and walked in front of Rwby and tapped her shoulder that Roman went that way. Roman isn't there, and you're climbing up a ladder in a nearby building. You okay if we go after him? Uh-huh. Rwby jumped to the roof, and the masked man also jumped to the roof, onto the roof, with the one for all. And when he got onto the roof, he looked at the two with like he was waiting for something. Hey! Persistent. Another line, red and hot stuff. He throws a crystal at their feet and fires at their feet, resulting in a large explosion. Whoa! Huh? A woman in a purple cape is now in front of the both of them, casting a circle of protection over them. Her wand, as both Ruby and the masked male looks on, Glinda Goodwitch waves her weapon and summons several streaks of purple at the craft. Ruby is thrown around in the back until he goes to the cockpit, where the woman in red, her face unseen, is struggling with the controls. "Be gone, Huntress!" The woman gets up and heads towards the back of the as Rowan takes the controls. Glinda glows purple for a moment and aims another blast above the craft, resulting in a dark storm cloud right over their dread. The hell? With a flick of her wand, large shaking hail starts falling and pummels the jet, and even through the window, nearly missing Roman's head. The woman witches the back of her arms and chest light up like fire, aiming a burst of energy at Glinda. The Huntress blocks it, where the flame splatters behind her and glows hot with the enemy's raised hand. Glinda Black flips out of the explosion, which destroys part of the roof. The Magic Leader gathers the shards to create a large arrow, which he throws at the craft. The fiery woman shatters the arrow with several blasts, but it reforms just in time to hit the side of the jet due to Roman's quick aerial lean. The wreckage separates and reshapes into more arrows. They circle the jet, but the woman summons several glowing rings around herself, expand and destroy the shards. Ruby and the mouse male finally finally act to reverse life into its rightful form and to fire at the woman. Alright, let's go for part 3 because I froze, so let's see you guys in part 3. Bye.